welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I got this really cute caramel ombre balayage type deal, and if you would like to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. So the products that I'll be using today to dye the hair is this Ion Color Brilliance powder lightener and this 40 volume developer from Ion Brilliance as well. And this is their sensitive scalp collection, and the hair that I'm using is from Ali Pearl hair, and this is their deep wave texture in 24 inches, and it's 3 bundles with a 20-inch frontal. And this is the hair in its natural state, but now I'm just taking 1 scoop of the powder lightener and I'm putting like twice as much developer in there. I'm kind of just eyeballing it, and then after that I'm gonna mix it to like a kind of runny paste texture or consistency, might I say. And to begin the process of dyeing the hair, I'm gonna comb out the hair first because I don't want to just dye it while it's all kind of tangled and not really separated well. And just to give a little more background on the hair, I've had this hair for a while now, and I've worn it a few times, like for photo shoots, and I really liked the hair, you know, before and after I dyed it, but I think I just wanted something a little bit different, and I wanted to also see how the hair took color, and how it would look with a different color, so that is why I decided to dye it. So yeah, I really like the hair texture. I like the hair quality. It's like soft and nice, and it doesn't get tangled like super bad unless you don't, you know, comb it out properly or keep it moisturized. And now I'm just getting underneath so it's not tangled underneath there when I go to dye it. And if you're wondering where my bonnet is from, it's from Rag Culture, their velvet bonnet collection. But yeah, now I'm just sectioning off the bottom of the hair where I'm gonna start to dye, and I just did like the lower half. I don't know, I think probably like 4 or 5 rows of tracks. I just eyeballed this whole thing, honestly. I was doing it pretty messily and sporadically, but it still came out really cute. Yeah, so I'm just putting the hair up on the bottom, on the top, and then for the bottom it's already combed out, so I'm just gonna start to go in with the bleach, and I'm starting at the tips, and I'm just gradually saturating the hair from the root and up. And I wish I would have put my camera down a little bit more because it's like kind of cut off, but yeah, as you can see, I lifted the hair up so you can see what I'm doing. I'm running the bleach through the tips, and I'm not saturating the tips like I'm saturating the hair, but not as much as I possibly could because I don't know, I didn't really care how light it came out. I just wanted it to be lighter than it was. So if it came out like brown or caramel colored, I would have been fine with that. If it came out lighter than that, I would have been fine with that. I was just, you know, shooting with no aim pretty much, and just putting bleach on where I felt like I wanted it to be. And I'm kind of doing like a ombre down here, and then up on the top I'm going to do kind of a balayage type feel thing. I don't know. But yeah, now I'm just trying to get all the little parts that I missed. And on the other side, I'm just going to do the same thing. Just going to put the bleach at the tips and work it up. And you can bring this ombre up as high as you want to. I didn't really bring it up that high. I think maybe halfway. I brought it up like halfway, but not even that. If not, yeah. If not half, then it's less. But yeah, you can bring it up higher if you want less root. You can bring it all the way up to the roots and leave like an inch or 2 of black, or you know, do what your heart desires and whatever look you're going for. This is just kind of like a guideline. And yeah, I'm just doing the same thing that I did on the other side, running my fingers through the hair with the bleach and just trying to get all the strands or whatever. Like you can see there's still a lot of black showing in the hair. If I was really trying to get it blonde, it wouldn't look like that, but I'm not trying to get it blonde. And now I took the hair down, the rest of the hair, and I'm combing it out. And I'm taking this front section, and I forgot to show me sectioning it off, but I do in a second, like a few minutes. And I'm just combing it out because I'm about to start the balayage process right here. And I just left the hair in the back like blank because I'm gonna get back to that later. But yeah, I'm doing the same thing with the ombre to start off, you know, starting at the tips, ombre, whatever, bringing it up, whoop, whoop, and just, you know, just gradually dyeing hair and whatnot. It's honestly really simple. You just have to, I guess, strategically do it. Yeah, but I'm showing strategic ways to do it, so you're good. Yeah, so I'm bringing the dye up in strands now, so like kind of like a balayage. So I'm bringing this strand up way higher than the rest of the ombre down there, and I'm not taking each strand one by one. I'm just taking like this strand, and then I'm gonna pick like up a strand that is, you know, a step over or 2 steps over. So I'm leaving a blank strand in the middle, and then I'm bringing the other strand after the blank strand up higher to match the highlight balayage. I really don't know the correct terms for these things, honestly, but you can see what I'm doing here. And so I highlighted that first piece, brought it up higher than the others, and then I brought the second piece lower, and then the third piece higher. So it's kind of like high, low, how I'm doing the strands. And I'm gradually bringing the ombre up as I go. I just started off low so I wouldn't go too high, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so now I'm gonna take another strand and just bring the ombre up kind of, but not super high. And then I'm gonna take another strand and bring that strand up, like bring the dye up high on that strand. But right now I'm just adding, oh yeah, make sure you bleach on the back of the section that you're bleaching, because if you don't, then you're not gonna fully saturate the hair how you need to, and you need to do that. So yeah, you see how I'm taking this section now and I'm bringing the dye up higher on this one, as you will see right now. Yep. And I'm not bringing it all the way up to the root. You can do that if you want to, but that is not what I did and what I wanted to do. But if you want to, go ahead, do you. Yeah, I'm just, you know, kind of sporadically grabbing, not sporadically, this is a mixture between strategic and sporadic, because as you can see, I'm doing it kind of messily and not super in order, but it still looks in order in a way, you know. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'm just doing high low on the ombre or the balayage highlights, whatever. Yeah, I don't know how to explain this stuff. It's really hard. You guys know I'm terrible at this. Okay, so you see this little strand in the front? Forgot to film that part, or the camera cut off. So now I'm going to show you how I did it. And this is how I sectioned off the hair earlier. So I sectioned it off like a little bit above the ear, like right above the ear. And I just left the rest of it down. And I'm just going to dye the upper section pretty much. And I left the rest of the hair down solely because I didn't really care to dye it. And now I am taking a little rat tail comb and sectioning off the section I want in the front to be blonde, and I'm just making sure it's even with the other side. And you can make this section go as far back as you want. You can make it as, you know, go down as far as you want. I just wanted it to be like kind of in the middle, so that's why I'm being really careful about where I'm putting the dye at, because I wanted it to be in a certain place. If you want to do this a little bit different and just use like kind of the same techniques, do that. You know, I'm not gonna be there to say what you can and can't do, and it's your life, so live it. Anyways, now I'm just gonna thoroughly saturate this piece of hair. And I wanted this piece to be the lightest, like these two pieces in the front to be the lightest parts of the hair, just so it can really, you know, draw attention to that instead of, I don't know. I just wanted two little birthmark pieces in the front, you know, the trend and whatnot. I just thought it looked cute. But yeah, that's pretty much all for the front after I finish doing this little section. And you want to make sure that you're bringing the dye up evenly on each side. Like, you don't want to have hella roots on one side of the birthmark and then on the other side it goes all the way up, because that just looks weird. So make sure at the end you make sure that the roots are there's the same amount of rootage. Like, and if there isn't any roots on the other side and it's just all bleach, then you better go ahead and put the rest of that bleach up to the roots on the other side, because you have no choice unless you want to look uneven. And yeah, I'm just taking this part by the roots kind of slowly so I don't get the bleach all over the lace and knots and stuff and like kind of damage the knots. I don't want to do that. So, you know, tread lightly. Don't try to put the bleach on the knots unless you haven't bleached your knots. Then you could do it, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. If you really did not get the highlighting balayage part earlier, just rewatch it a couple times. I know I'm really stupid and I don't know how to explain things, and I super apologize for that, but I try to do things visually better than I explained, and I hope that the visualization, I don't think that's a word, I hope the visual of me doing it is helpful. Just, you know, put it on mute and don't listen to me if you have to. Just make your own instructions in your head. If my instructions are throwing you off, if my stupidity is throwing you off, just do it without me. Sorry, my sister wanted to call me and interrupt my voiceover, but yeah, right now I'm still just making sure that the roots are even and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much all for this part. You just want to make sure that these two sections are thoroughly saturated. As you can see, that part wasn't, so I'm just like kind of picking the piece apart and making sure that all of it is thoroughly bleached. And now I am just going to what am I gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna take all this bleach off the top with my pinky finger, because I don't want it to dye the top or like towards the roots on accident. So yeah, I'm just removing any unwanted bleach from areas that it's not supposed to be. And now I'm starting on the back, and I did the back so sporadically, like it's really, I don't know, I just went in and did whatever I felt like I wanted to do, and like a part of it got cut out towards the end, so that's the only downside. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just starting to throw some bleach in the tips of the hair with my hands. I'm not even using a brush, not doing it in sections. I'm just saturating whatever I can, honestly. I'm trying to do it in the most even way possible. Like, I eventually bring the ombre up pretty high towards like the middle of the hair, and then I do the same little balayage highlight technique that I did in the front with like the top layer of the back. So yeah, it's honestly pretty simple. Just do it to your own liking. Do it however you want to do it as far as looks. Like, if you want it to only be a few little highlights, how it is right here, and super low, you can do that. But if you want it to come up super high and be more of an ombre, you can do that. And if you want the ombre highlight look how I, you know, have it, then follow the instructions that I'm using. But yeah, here's how it turned out. It's like a caramely, well, like a dark caramely color, and I really like how the color came out. And as you can see, it's kind of like a balayage in the back, how I said it would have been, like, you know, if you guys would have saw the rest of the clip. But here is the final result. It's kind of like an ombre underneath the balayage, and then the balayage is on top. So it's not a balayage all the way through, just on the top layer for the most part. The curl pattern and everything else held up pretty well after dyeing it. It just doesn't look like it right now because I was combing it out a lot with my fingers. But yeah, the front is a lot lighter and more prominent than, well, actually no, it's the same lightness as everything else. It's just more prominent because there's more color in the front. But yeah, this is the look. The hair was super bomb before and after, so I would recommend you guys go check out Ali Pearl. And if this video was helpful, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.